I'm Lance,
I'm Chris.
and this is the 90s. Oh, wait, it's the Nostalgia Nuts podcast. And Chris, it's been quite a few months, but we are finally back.
Yep, we're back.
Yeah, a lot has been going on in the past couple
Well,
months.
we want to congratulate Lance on the birth of his first child.
Yep, that was one of the many things that caused the hiatus. I just had a first child, my son. And he was born in the middle of April, so very happy to have him. It's been different being a father for the first time, but it's definitely something that I love doing, and I know in time it'll get only better. Yeah, a lot of,
And
yeah, go
we
ahead.
just want to say congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Appreciate it. Of course, Chris and his wife Penny and his mother Judy have seen my son quite a bit in the
He's absolutely adorable.
yeah, almost 6 weeks on Wednesday. So that'll be nice. But yeah, there have been a lot of things that caused the hiatus. My work schedule was one, until I was able to get into a more permanent position, which now I have. And then also I became a homeowner, just a couple
Congratulations
months ago.
again.
Thank you. And then the homeowning and then becoming a parent for the first time has been definitely a change, but it's been all for the better. But we're happy to be back. We decided to change up our format and not just stick to the 90s because everything is just so broad. We decided to go now to just nostalgia in general for both Chris and I. We're both millennials, so we wanted to get back into it and we wanted to have something broad. So a couple new things. You guys can check us out on Facebook at the Nostalgia Nuts Podcast. Look up on there. We also have a new email. It's now just nostalgia nuts podcast at gmail.com. And I'm working on our new X. I hate using that term, but we'll get to it. And we'll probably have some other stuff as well that'll be coming up. But yeah, it's great to be back. And Chris, what are we going to be talking about today?
Game shows.
Yes, we're going to be talking about our favorite game shows. And
Some that might still be on the air.
yeah, that's true. Some might still be on the air. Um, but I'm really excited to talk about this one. Yeah, we are big fans of game shows. Matter of fact, Chris, many memories of us watching Nick Gas
Yes. At
and
4 o'clock in the
watching,
morning.
yeah, and watching shows on Nick Gas with Chris when we were teenagers. So that was always fun.
Especially the day before graduation.
Yes, I remember those days. Sometimes we'd stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning just so we can watch one of the shows that I'm sure will. It's definitely going to be on the list.
Yeah,
It's going to be on my
it's on my
okay,
list.
good,
It's on my list.
great. So we're definitely going to be talking about that. Um, but yeah, let's get into the swing of things. All right, Chris, do you want to start off
Sure.
with your number 10?
My number 10 is a classic. It's still on the air. As of today, Ryan Seacrest is the host. It's Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, cool. Awesome. And actually, you'll be happy to know Wheel of Fortune is actually my number five. So I've always been a fan of it. So feel free to give me some of your memories of it and I'll go to mine.
Just always, my dad had the funniest thing. He go, hey, bankrupt. That's always spin the wheel.
Oh,
It was hilarious. So yeah, I just have some good memories watching it with my. We still watch it religiously every single day. We watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
yep, 7 o'clock,
7 o'clock.
on ABC. It's
Yep.
the ABC
It's
affiliate
ABC.
here.
Yep.
Yeah. My I always liked Wheel of Fortune. I don't even know how many video game iterations of it I had.
I have like 4 or 5.
I had it on Genesis. I had it on, I think I have it now on my Switch. But
I
I
have
had
it on
it.
Xbox.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of that. Just the fun thing about spinning the wheel, and then always my go-to letters were always RST,
LNE.
LN, and then usually I go for the vowels AE first, and then all the other ones.
Yep.
But yeah, I always liked being able to finally win even in the bonus round at the end, but I'd always hate it when I'd lose a turn or get bankrupt. But
Yeah, yeah.
I always liked also, I always hated the people that would, um, what was it? You would clearly know what the puzzle was,
But
but
you,
you would spin, and it's like, just solve the damn
that's what
thing.
I like. There's two letters left. I think you know what it is.
Yeah, just solve the damn thing. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I said my number, but that was my number five.
Yeah.
So number five, the Wheel of Fortune's the middle of the pack for me,
Mhm.
just because
I
that
just have some ones that I liked better that I put
I totally
higher
get
on the
that.
list.
Yeah, the 1-2 punch of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy was always good for
Yeah.
me.
And if I just go, my number nine is Jeopardy.
Hmm.
So,
And of
mm,
course, you and I growing up the same, we were always used to Pat Sajak and
yeah, Alex
Vanna.
Trebek.
Well, that's for Jeopardy. But me and you were always,
Yeah, Pat Sajak and Vanna White, but
yeah,
Vanna's still there.
yeah, that's
Pat
crazy.
Sajak retiring, bringing in Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to think about, though. But yeah, always good. Okay. So my number 10, believe it or not, is a show probably around the time that it's a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah,
Half of mine are from Nickelodeon, half of them aren't from Nickelodeon. But this is one that was towards, I wouldn't say towards the end, but it was, the end of the 90s, kind of late 90s, and that would be Figure It Out.
that is my number four.
Oh, wow, okay. All right, so Figure It Out started in 97, and it was hosted by Summer Sanders,
Who
and
was incredibly gorgeous.
yes, of course. And Figure It Out was the show where a kid had some special skill, and there was a panel of people, usually celebrities or people that were on Nickelodeon.
Like Lori Beth Denberg,
Yeah,
David Timberelli.
yeah, that would guess what that person did. And I also, one of my favorite things was also always what was it, the secret word or
Yeah,
whatever, and you would
yeah.
get slimed. Um,
I always wanted to get slimed.
yeah, and me and my siblings would always kind of, uh, if we like, oh, the secret word is elbows on the table, like at dinner, and if we saw one, we would go, and then actually the slime was coming down. I always thought it was funny that, well, before he was Big Show, when the Giant was on
Yeah,
Figure It Out,
yeah.
it was always interesting, I always thought. But
I remember that episode.
yeah. What were did you have a favorite, like, or any memorable
Nah, I mean, no, but I just liked I liked it when the all that cast was on.
yeah.
Like Lori Beth and Danny. Danny always got slimed.
Mm-hmm.
It was just it was fun.
Yeah. But I always liked when what was it? There was a couple that I remember. There was a Rubik's Cube one, and there was this one kid that could chew like make patterns of states with cheese or something. It was so weird. Or there were
I don't
some
remember.
weird ones, or this kid that was kind of the record for armpit farts, and like I don't remember. There were so many weird ones. But yeah, Figure It Out was always fun. Um, all right, and that was you said your number four, and that was my
Yeah, that
number
was number
10.
four.
All right, so what is your number nine?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy?
Alex Trebek.
Okay.
Now Ken Jennings, yes.
Yes.
But and Art Fleming before that.
Mm-hmm.
For Alex.
Yep.
Excuse me. I always love Jeopardy because I know things.
Mm-hmm.
I know the answers.
Yep.
So it makes me feel smart.
Yeah, I actually was a big fan of Jeopardy. I mean, especially if it was like anything that was general pop culture, like movies or something. There were plenty of ones that I did really, really like. But yeah, I always liked Jeopardy as well. Um, Celebrity Jeopardy on
Celebrity.
SNL.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, what was it? Daryl Hammond,
Oh, yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
Connery,
Always
such a
made fun of Trebek.
such a Trebek.
Who was played by Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell, of course. Um, how many times more often than not did you actually get fun with Jeopardy right?
Uh, a few times.
Yeah, There were a couple times that I got it right too.
I mean, more often than not, I didn't know because I'm not that smart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smart, but not that smart.
Yeah.
But there are times where it's a, general pop culture thing,
Yeah.
something that somebody would know.
Yeah.
Other than that, I try.
My thing is when somebody would answer something incorrectly and it was very clear what the answer would have been to the question. Sorry, the answer is the question, derp. Um, but it was just like whenever somebody would get something wrong that was so obvious, it'd be like Henry Firth from Fresh Prince going, great game. Speaking of great games, how about the Knicks last night? Sweeping the Cavs.
Go
Oh, man.
Knicks, go Knicks.
No, I'm a Celtics
They
fan.
actually win the finals for the first time since 1973.
Well, let's see what happens. Because who they when they made it in '99? Who they lose? The Spurs?
94 was the last time they
I
did
thought
it.
no, they the last time they were in the finals was '99, and I think they
Remember
said
that?
it was the Spurs
I
that beat
remember
them.
94
Oh, okay.
when Ewing did that finger roll that cost them the championship.
Yeah,
Freaking big
yeah.
hands. All you do, you grab, you get the rebound, you hit the ball. You're not step, fade away, step, fade away, step, fade away.
But yeah, Jeopardy was always good. I always felt like really accomplished whenever I got it right. The Final Jeopardy one.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I can be on this show now.
Hmm. And of course, rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
Yep.
How long ago did he pass away? 2021,
I think
2022?
I think so.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
it was
recently.
after the pandemic, but it
Yeah,
was so I remember he announced it during the pandemic, I
yeah.
believe.
I remember that.
But yeah, like I mean, he kind of
Oh,
took it like a champ and fought it, you know?
the Jamie Ding, the guy that had 30 something wins in a row.
Mm. It's cool that Ken Jennings is hosting it. So I remember when he had his run, that was when we were still in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
four.
seniors, I think,
Yeah.
or juniors. Either one.
It was junior senior year.
Yeah. Okay. And so you said that Jeopardy is your number nine.
Yep.
That's actually my number six, believe it or not.
Okay.
Uh, so my number nine is something that I would see on Lifetime, believe it or not. And it is a non-Nickelodeon show, of course. And that would be Supermarket Sweep.
Oh my
I
God.
loved Supermarket Sweep, and I'm talking I'm looking at like the 1990 to 1995, where David Ruprecht
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
host,
That was a better one.
and
Right.
he, of course, uh, always looked like he was wearing a Cosby sweater or a dad
Yep.
sweater. Um, yeah, but I always liked that show, and it was always funny, like as a kid. Um, Seeing like everybody was wearing like the matching sweaters
Yep.
too.
Yep.
And of course, it was a trivia show. And then my favorite part was always the end, where they would do the hunt for like
Yep.
all the
Yep.
different
The
things.
big meats and the
Yeah.
big
Hmm.
things of paper
And
towels.
you would, and then also the people that made it to the final round where they got the clues and they got to pick it. I
Yeah.
always thought
Yeah.
that was really, really cool. So with
Yeah. That was a good thing. Michael, Adam, and I used to watch the old episodes
mhm.
on the Roku channel.
Yeah. And it's still in there, I think, too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Now the reboot.
Didn't Leslie Jones host
Yeah,
it?
Leslie
I'm not a
Jones.
fan of hers in general. I never really liked
I
her.
don't like her vibe.
Yeah, I was
I
never
mean,
a fan of
SNL is
hers.
fine.
I was never even a fan of hers on SNL.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Leslie Jones,
Yeah, I was
but
never
I'd
a fan
rather
of
see her on
hers.
SNL than Supermarket Sweep.
Mm. Yeah. Was that on your list at all?
No,
Oh,
nope.
wow. Okay. All
I
right.
totally forgot
So
about Super
that's
Super.
number nine for me. Okay. So, Chris, what is your number eight?
Number 8, it wasn't a very well-known game show, but people might know it. It was supposed to be Chuck Woolery. Lingo.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about
I
that.
saw it. I used to watch it in GSN,
Yeah,
Game Show Network,
yeah.
and it was like you had to guess letters, and it was a word. You had like 5 shots to get it,
Mhm.
and it was fun. I like to play along myself, and then when they didn't get them, like, you come on, serious, you stinking.
I actually have seen that show before. I mean, I always remember Chuck Woolery from what, the dating game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or another word game. No,
Oh,
dating game.
yeah.
Dating
But
game.
yeah, I've watched some of it. Like Jason's always such a fun channel
Yeah.
because you get to watch so many different. There's this one show that Julia White Oracle hosts.
Yes. Flip side.
Yeah, I've
It
watched
was
some of that.
it was the thanks.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
Press Your Luck.
Yeah, New Pressure Luck. Yeah,
Yeah, actually, I heard about an episode of Press Your Luck where there was a girl from Pittsfield
yeah, I heard
on
about
it,
that.
and
And they talked about
it's like, okay,
Tito's
here's your
and
hot
the
dog
hot dog
ranch.
ranch. I will say this: Tito's is the better hot dog. Hot dog ranch is the better restaurant because Tito's is more of a hole in the wall kind of place. It's kind of in a way.
Yeah,
And also, I'm sorry, like this is my gripe. I hate places that do cash only. Like
yeah,
my whole thing is this. I would much rather, like, yeah, people are like, oh, well, the credit card companies charge us 3% more. Then charge that.
right.
I would much rather I would much rather pay more money, 3% more, to use my debit card rather than go to your ATM. Because who carries cash on them? I know the
Not me.
seniors carry cash on them
I
nowadays.
never carry cash.
Yeah,
I
they
never
never
had
carry
cash.
cash. Seniors carry cash, or people that are just mutants, I
The
feel.
only reason I have cash is because I went to the casino.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, why I'm gonna have to pay more money to get the money out of the ATM that's in your place, and I'd much rather just pay the 3% more using
Right.
my
Yeah,
card
I would too.
rather than have to get cash out of the ATM
Right.
and do that.
Yeah.
Just get a damn debit card reader or credit card reader. Just do
Yeah,
it.
just do it.
And it's like, however, Hot Dog Ranch had they were the former Jimmy's.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but the hot dogs aren't better there. Tio's has the better hot dog. But there's more variety at Hot Dog Ranch. They have more stuff. They
Right.
got a bigger
Right.
space.
Right.
But if I want tater tots or if I want just hot dogs, I'll go to
I
Tio's.
always get cheese salads at the hot dog
Yeah,
ranch
those are good too. Yeah.
because Penny doesn't like Tito's.
hmm Yeah, Pressure Luck that's an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too. I
but
liked.
yeah, and it's cool that they brought it back. Did you ever hear about the story about the guy that like figured out
Yep.
like the thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He won
And
like 100 and something thousand dollars because he
yeah.
studied the patterns.
hmm Yeah, they made a movie about that with Paul Walter Hauser. I don't know if it actually came out yet or not, but they made a biopic about that guy.
But
Um,
yes, I did hear about that
mhm,
back in the 80s, I believe it was.
mhm. But yeah, so we were talking about lingo, you said, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and that's your number eight.
that is my number 8.
Okay, so time for my number eight. Now, it might shock you that it's this, but here's my thing. There are so many shows that I like that are iconic. These are all great shows that I have on my rankings just because. Like, there's none that are like, I'm not saying that any of these are worse. It's just like all these other ones are like so much better than it,
Right,
in my
right.
opinion.
Yeah.
Um, So it may come as a shock to you or other people, but there are other shows that are on this list that I have to respect more because they are better and I have more fonder memories. And my number eight is Guts.
That is my
So
number 2,
that is your number two. Okay.
I think.
So
No, sorry, that's my Guts Global Guts, number 3.
yeah, okay.
Number,
So Beats for me is my number eight. I mean, you already know how awesome Guts was. It's like a sports competition. You got
I loved it.
all these kids that are like, doing all these like athletic things, and they're in, it's usually three kids, right?
Yep.
Yep. And I liked how there was diversity in Global Guts in each kid, and they always came up with like a real cool name.
Yeah.
Like each one, there's like come up with a cool nickname or something, and it's
Yeah.
just like Michael Malley knew how to present these
Yes,
kids.
he did.
Michael Malley would be like, take a look at your gym teacher. Michael Malley would kick that gym teacher's
Yes.
ass. Michael
Yes.
Malley was
Yes.
like the better gym teacher.
I love Michael Malley.
Yeah, and
In
he,
anything he ever did.
mhm. Yes, dear.
Yes,
That was a good
dear.
one.
Glee as
Yeah, Glee.
Bert's dad.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's just like it was always like so cool, like how he would do stuff
And I loved
in the
Mo,
ball. Yeah.
the
Let's
referee.
go on the scoreboard. So yeah, yeah, it was just always. I don't know if you ever looked it up, but Mo is actually very short,
I could tell,
very, very, very short. I guess they
like
had to
Selena Vega short.
like very, very short. I guess they had to put like a box for her to stand on, like for her to record because she's very short. But yeah, and then of course, the coolest part of Guts was the end.
Oh,
Climbing.
yeah, the
What did they call
the
it? The
crag.
crag?
Yeah,
What did they
the aggro
the
crag.
rock, the aggro crag? Yeah. I knew an aggro crag, but I always remember the nickname they had, the radical rock.
Yeah, Veronica Rock.
And how badass was it?
Oh my
And then
God.
you got to, if you won it, you got to take a piece of the aggro
Yeah,
crag
that was
home.
awesome. I
Um,
always wanted a
mhm.
piece of the aggro crag.
Yeah, well, I have forever a piece of the aggro crab, my Nick Box piece of the aggro crab keychain from when I used to subscribe to the Nick Box. Oh, I miss this thing. The Nick Box, for any of you guys that don't know, it used to be a periodical subscription box that Think Geek used to do, and then to give you all these goodies. And I had this really nice metal keychain, and it's a piece of the aggro crag. And I primarily use it to open up my cans. Not as like a can opener, but like I don't have nails that much. So if I have a can of Celsius and I want to open it and I can't get it open,
Yeah,
rather than using my teeth, I just have this and just
I have a little
open it. I
thing,
know you have your
tab
things,
extenders,
not tab extenders. Yeah, and those
because I
things are
can't open it
awesome.
anymore.
Yeah, those things are pretty awesome.
After my illness, I couldn't.
Yeah, of course. Those things are really cool. But yeah, I loved Nick Guts, and it was just always cool. And of course, the theme song. Ah,
Yes, oh my God.
do you have a guts?
Oh, so many, so much, so many memories. I used to do it myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I made the piece of the aggro crag on cardboard.
That's awesome.
My mom would draw it,
Mm-hmm.
and then like me, Caitlin, and Alicia, who used to live across the street,
Mm-hmm.
we'd do it all together, and
Yeah,
we'd have an aggro crag piece made out of cardboard.
that's awesome. And it's like, I want to talk about how, oh my God, how these game shows that they were able to film at Universal Studios, like that had to have been so much fun. I only went to Universal Studios. I went to Nickelodeon Studios once
Yeah,
in
me
my
too.
life,
Yeah,
and it was so much fun. Like I can only imagine how fun it would have been if I got to witness one of those game shows. Like
yeah.
it would have been so
Like
cool.
I didn't get to go to a game show,
Hmm.
but I got to play a game
Yeah.
in front of an audience.
Yep. I got to see that. I think my brother got to witness that. Billy, I think he did. But yeah, like just the games that they had there, like the game shows, film, like even just the game shows, like the sitcoms that they would film there, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's just like it makes you wish that you could have been there because like the crowds were always hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Always, always.
always. And I remember like with Guts, like they were like
Oh, they were.
rabid,
Yeah,
like
they were.
sometimes.
But it was a good crowd. I
Yep,
mean,
really, really cool. All right, so Guts was my number eight, and you said it was your number.
three.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what is your number seven?
Steve Harvey show. The feud.
All right, awesome,
The
and
feud.
yeah, and you'll Family Feud's actually my number three.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. I love Steve Harvey. I love Richard Karn. Um, Richard Dawson, the original.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was the original, but
I think he was the first well-known. I
yeah,
don't know if he
yeah.
was the
I don't think he
original.
was the original. Yeah, he was the first well
Mm.
known. And then you had like, there's Richard Karn. I forgot who the other one was.
So Richard Dawson, after Richard Dawson, Ray Combs.
Right, Ray
And then
Combs.
after Ray Combs, it was I think it was either Richard Karn or Louis Anderson.
It was Louis Anderson, then
And
Richard
then
Karn.
Richard Karn and then Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
And Steve Harvey's probably got the longest run out of
yeah,
everybody.
but Steve Harvey's hilarious.
Yes. There's a reason why I still watch Family Feud.
Yeah, it's because of Steve
It's
Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
And I love Keenan's
Oh yeah, yeah.
representation.
Kanan does that too. But yeah, it was always so cool when like Steve Harvey would like do it, and then of course one of the things that I always thought was ridiculous, like whenever somebody would say the most out of pocket, stupid answer,
Yes.
and then the family members would look, my answer, it's like, it was stupid.
And Steve's reactions,
Yes.
like I remember there's this one that's always that probably went viral on first YouTube. Next
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Or my one I always remember was is that there was that woman that said something about sperm, and then like this is like what's up there, Steve? And he goes, I don't know a damn thing. And then like he like looks like asks for it, and then it doesn't come up, and he goes, it's like he got it so happy, and then it wasn't on
And
there.
then there was the guy that saying I do and then he like killed his wife like 2 years later.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Oof. But yeah, Naked Grandma was always a classic, and Steve's reactions were always
Yeah, his
hilarious.
reactions were like top notch.
Yeah, Steve's more memorable for that, whereas Richard Dawson was more memorable for
For kissing every
trying to kiss your mother or something like that.
and
It's
your
like,
sister.
yeah,
And your
exactly.
mother.
It's like, come on, Richard, me too, man. Come on, settle down. But yeah, the feud was always great, and it's like there were times when I always feel dumb if I didn't get an answer correctly
Yeah.
or didn't think of one, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But yeah, the feud
Oh,
was
why
always
didn't I
great.
think of that?
And you said that that was your number
7.
seven, okay? And that was my number three. Number seven is another Nick game show, and this one's a tie because I feel they go hand in hand. Pretty much the same thing, in my opinion. Both hosted by Mark Summers. We got Double Dare and What Would You Do?
Double Dare is my number 5.
Oh, wow, okay. Was What Would You Do on your list?
No,
Okay.
but Double Dare was.
Yeah, Double D was always cool. You got Mark Summers, who I always thought was interesting because he was a germaphobe because of his OCD,
Yep,
and you got all these people being messy and
yep,
everything
yep,
like
yep.
that. And then, yeah, another trivia show, and then the obstacle course at the end was always
That was
fun.
fun to watch.
Did you have a favorite one on the obstacle course?
Um, the nose
I was going to say the same thing.
where they get slimed by the
Mhm.
boogers.
Or I like the giant pie.
Yeah, the giant pie was good too.
Mm. But yeah, that was always a favorite of mine, the flags and everything. Like the messiest, the better for me.
Yeah, on
Mhm.
that show at
Mhm.
least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they also had all the pie stuff on What Would You Do? Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
What was it? The pie toaster and the pie slide.
yeah. It was a lot of pie stuff.
What was it? The little locker thing they of
Um,
like you could open.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, but I don't
I feel like
remember.
What Would You Do was kind of more audience participation
Yeah,
than
rather than Double
Double Dare.
Dare.
And then I always liked the announcer,
Yeah,
Harvey.
yeah.
Yeah, he was cool
I
too.
remember Harvey.
I always liked him. But yeah, Double Dare was an iconic one. It wasn't the first Nickelodeon, game show. You had other ones before, like Finders Keepers and Get
Yeah,
the
you can't do
Picture.
that on television.
But that was more
It was
sitcom. That
more
was
of a
a sketch
sitcom, yeah.
show. But I
But
think I Get the
yeah,
Picture and
Finders
Finders Keepers
Keepers,
were
Get the Picture.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But I think like Double Dare was like the first big one for them.
yeah, like the first like well known, everybody watched it kind of thing
Hmm.
for Nickelodeon.
And of course, other iconic theme songs.
Yeah,
Of course, I mean, you guys that are listening will end up hearing it in the podcast in the background. But yeah, I always liked Double Dare and What Would You Do? Both classics.
Finders Keepers a lot. It's not on my list, but it
No,
was a good show.
yeah. I remember Get the Picture more than Fighters Keepers. And Get the Picture was always cool.
Yeah, Get the Picture was a good
Mhm.
show too.
All right, so Chris, what is your number six?
Wild and Crazy Kids.
Oh, another good one. That's an honorable mention for me, to be honest with you, but it's a good show. Yeah,
It was a good show.
yeah.
But yes, I did see it live at Wakona Park.
Yep, we did. That's right, when we
And
were
if
kids.
obviously you local listeners know what Wakona Park is,
Yep, they still haven't torn
mm,
it down yet.
I know. When
You
you,
know, like the demo starts this week, and I'm like, it's still
and it's
standing.
all blocked off with
Yeah,
trucks and stuff,
yeah.
but they haven't torn it down yet.
Hmm.
But yeah, Wild and Crazy Kids I did see live. It was more of another athletic,
Hmm.
not as much as Guts, but they were kind of like wild athletic things.
Yeah, it felt like it was kind of like MTV Sports in a way.
Yeah,
Instead of Dan Cortez, you got Donnie Jeffco,
yeah,
Omar Gooding. What
yeah.
was the girl's name?
I don't even remember.
Hold on, let me look that up. I don't want to like.
But I remember Omar Gooding.
Yeah, I remember Omar Gooding because he also ended up being on shows. Donnie Jeffco was actually in Night of the Creeps. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
not Night of the Demons. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
really?
Yeah, he was the younger brother.
Oh,
You actually watched Night of the Demons once at my
yes, I
place.
did.
Yeah. Um, Let me see here. Wild and Crazy Kids. I want to say her name was Jessica.
Yeah, that sounds familiar to me. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't
remember
remember.
Omar Gooding and Donnie Jeffcoat. Um, we're wild and crazy. We're wild and
Hmm.
crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was Annette Chavez was started out, and then Jessica Gaines in the final two seasons. But yeah, that was a cool show.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a good one for me.
Hmm. But yeah, the physical challenges thing that they always did, like I mean, we're
Yeah,
always like really, really cool. Do you remember the episode where they had the cast of Salute Your Shorts on with them?
yeah.
That was always
That
fun.
was another good show. Slow your shorts.
Yeah,
Sitcom, but not game show,
yeah.
nonetheless.
Sitcom for Nickelodeon without a laugh track, though.
Yeah.
But we'll end up talking about Salute Your Shorts at some. You guys will hear a lot about Salute Your Shorts on the podcast. As time goes on, we'll do different episodes. I mean, summer's coming up. You know, we'll probably end up
Yeah,
doing
we might,
episodes.
if we ever get webcams, we'll do
Do a watch
watch
along.
along.
Yeah, that's something I definitely think that we should do.
Paramount Plus, the Pluto TV
Yeah.
channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't have Pluto TV, there's two 90s Nick channels. And then of course you can watch Luke and Shorts and a lot of the shows on Paramount Plus. Plug,
But
plug, plug.
Pluto TV is free.
Yes, that's true.
If you have a Roku or
Mm-hmm.
smart TV, you
Yeah.
get it.
Okay. And so that was your number six, you said?
Yes.
And of course I said my number six was Jeopardy. What is your number five?
Go there.
Double Dare. Okay. And we already went
Yep.
through that. Um, all right. So, and my number five was Wheel of Fortune. We all
We went
talked
through.
about those. All right. So, what is your number four?
Figure it out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Yep.
Okay. So, going on to my number
Yeah.
four. This is one that you might not think of. It is a non-Nick show. And this one is a big favorite of mine. Matter of fact, I would actually stay up late, even later than I already did, to watch it back in the day. And this would be on Spike TV, and it would be on after Monday Night Raw, and that would be MXC, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Wow. Wow, we're going back.
Yeah, it was a repurposed version of Takeshi's Castle, the Japanese game show, and they just made it American. You had Kenny Blankenship and Vic Romano, and yeah, the person Wipeout and all these other shows. I loved MXC.
Wow.
The commentary alone was hilarious. In the characters, you had like Guy Ledouche and Captain Tennille. Um, yeah, there was just so much about.
Yeah, we're going way. That's the Wayback Machine.
I loved MXC. I would stay up late after when
Was
Raw was on Spike TV.
was Raw a 2 hour show or a 3 hour show?
It was 2 hours, 9 to 11, and then I would watch MXC from 11 to 12, and then I would go to bed. But yeah, MXC was always fun. Just the theme, the games, all of them. Like I loved all of them. Such a fun show, and I can still watch it now and still laugh my ass off. And I believe that there are some channels.
I'm sure some channels have it.
I think Twitch has a 24/7. I think Pluto has a channel of it. But yeah, very, very, very fun show. All right, Chris, you're number three.
But
Guts, okay? And then my number three was Family Feud.
which we've already gone through.
Yep.
My
So,
number two, we're gonna have fun with this one.
mhm.
Legends.
Oh,
Legends
okay.
of Thor.
All right. And so we'll get to that in just a minute. Legends of the Hidden Temple is actually my number one.
You'll like my number one.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it's my number two. Um,
Probably.
but yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh
Tell me
my
some of your
god.
memories.
Kirk Fog,
Yep.
and Olmec. The
Yes.
Talking Rock.
Yep. Let's rock.
Deceptive knowledge.
Yep.
You have to be paying attention to the
Yes.
story to get to the temple games.
Yes. And I've talked about this plenty of times. There were so many times I just wanted to kick a Temple Guard in the balls. I don't have a pendant of life game like yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like so many kids got robbed.
I know, I
Like
know.
that game, I think that game out of any Nickelodeon game show probably had the biggest ratio of teams that lost in the
Yeah,
end.
because I remember there were so many times where they were in like the second to last room with like a minute and a half to go, and they didn't have any pennants, and the temple guards in the second to last room, and that's why they lost.
Yeah. My whole thing is how the hell was it so hard to build the damn shrine of the shrine of the silver monkey?
I know nobody could do
It
it.
looked so simple. And like I mean you look at it, it's like what, three or four pieces?
Yeah,
Bam, bam,
like
bam, easy to
yeah,
do.
but nobody could ever do it.
People are
Like, come on, it's 350 pieces.
but I mean the temple guards just alone just irked me.
Yeah,
Like it's like if you have a half pendant, if you only have a pendant and a half pendant should count.
yeah,
You know,
or
you should at least have a pendant. Like if you have two pendants, it should count. You know,
yeah,
but a pendant and a half should count. Because I mean, what the other person doesn't have a half a pendant, the other team they ain't gonna need it. Give it to them.
yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I feel.
and it's like have there be three temple cards. That way, it's like you could still end up getting
You get three
taken.
pendants.
Yeah, but no, I think two because one for each person. I think like one for each person on the team, and then have three temple cards. And I always it aggravated me like
Yeah,
how
like
many
come
teams
on,
lost.
you got so many. You're so close.
Did you have a favorite team?
The blue barracudas.
Blue Paracudas.
Blue's my favorite color, so I
Hmm.
always and the silver snakes.
Yeah, mine was it was the silver snakes and orange iguanas. I always liked them. It was the red jaguars, the purple parrots,
Blue
and
barracudas.
the green monkeys, right?
Yeah, the green monkeys and the silver snakes.
Yep. But yeah, Legend and Temple was always funny. And I always like the at the end when they do the production logo, you just hear Omek go, hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a funny video, uh, college humor. We've talked about it. Olmec is a sex therapist, and
yeah.
I think it's funny. And Kirk Fogg actually makes a appearance. I'll post it on the Facebook. That way people can take a look at it along with a picture of my piece of the Agra crab. Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple is always fun, and that was my number one. We already know what your number one is now because it's my number two, and we can already say it's
Nick
like okay,
Arcade.
exactly. Yes, always fun. That was the one that we always stayed up until like
4 a.m.
4 o'clock,
to
4:30.
see if Game Over was going to be the
Yes,
boss in that
yep.
episode.
Nick Arcade was always a classic. You had Phil Moore,
Yep.
always trying to sing along and put lyrics to um, the song, and I don't know. For me, it was always, I think it was my favorite just because, like a big favorite of mine because the video challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are fun.
Yeah.
And some of them were one of the games. Like one time there was Sonic the Hedgehog, and
Hmm.
uh, there were some well-known games. There were some
Hmm.
games I'd never heard of before.
Yeah. Gaming was not as respected then as it is now.
Right. I mean,
Like to see video games and see other people play video games was always so cool because like there was always like these kids in school that thought, oh, if you play video games, you're a nerd.
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, now everybody plays video games.
right. If you
You
don't play
know?
video games, you're a nerd.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I always loved.
In the final challenge, when you went into the
Yeah,
video game,
yeah.
that was always
And you would face Murloc,
yeah,
Scotia, or Mongo. Do 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 do. Oh, and it was always funny, like all the prizes, like we talked about the prizes. You
Yeah,
know, to you were either going to Universal Studios, they were just gonna pay for you
for another
to
like
for another trip.
yeah,
And then or you
space
go to
camp.
space camp, exactly.
I always wanted to go to space camp.
Yes.
Like I
And
wanted to be on the shows just so I could go to space camp.
yeah. And then like they would usually give the like you would get a boombox or karaoke machine
Ratch checks.
or Ratchtex, BK Ratchtex, or like a video or something like that.
Yeah, it was always something
You know,
stupid.
I still remember there was this MySpace back in the MySpace days. There was a MySpace group and it said, I got on Nick Arcade and all I got was a t-shirt, a broken yo-yo, and a half oh no, Fillmore's broken yo-yo and a box of runts. And I always thought that was so hilarious. Oh yeah, they always give us some Willy Wonka
Yeah,
snacks and
yeah,
some
yeah,
shit. It was Nerds or Nerds Rope or the Gobstoppers or
yeah.
something like that.
Something local.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite game that they played on Nick Arcade?
No, November was the final challenge.
Hmm. Yeah.
When game over, throw the pine
Was
trees.
yeah. Game Over or the Dragon.
Yeah,
The Mikey
yeah, Mikey.
would always move.
Yeah,
And they always have the theme where it's beep 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 beep.
yeah.
What was it? The three P's, uh, uh, puzzles, pop quizzes, and
Prizes.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Puzzles, pop quizzes, and prizes. Yep. And
Yeah.
then the video
It was
challenge.
always a boy and a girl.
Yep.
Never two guys, never two girls. It was always a male and female
Hmm.
team.
Yep. I remember they had the cast of Salute Your Shorts on there.
Yeah,
They had
there's a lot of silly reports cast
yeah, and then
and shows.
they did the cast of Clarissa Explains It All was on
I
there.
remember that.
Yeah, I remember that one too. They had what? Clarissa and Ferguson against Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
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 I remember that one. I always hated there was always a team where one person wanted to play the video games, but I don't know if they were just being stingy or if the other person just didn't want to play. Like, oh, I'm not into video games. Oh, I just wanted me to be on the show and I'm here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think though before the show they decided who was gonna answer the questions, who was gonna play the video games.
Yeah.
I think they.
And I always liked the little point thing where you could put your points on
Yeah,
and then wipe it.
yeah,
That was always really, really cool. But yeah, it was ahead of its time though with the blue screen
yeah.
when you had to do the things like, it's a lot different than nowadays. We got motion controls and stuff.
Right.
Like I feel like they
All
would have been,
caps. Yeah,
yeah,
all
I
caps.
feel like they would have been a good Nick Arcade reboot. But gaming's definitely evolved a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Over the years,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, Chris, did you have any other game shows you wanted
I
to
used to
talk
watch
about?
American Gladiators.
Oh, yeah, that was always fun.
Mike Tenay,
Yeah,
who knew nothing about WWE.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gladiators was classic, and there's a reboot with Gladiators now on Prime, right?
Yep,
Or is it
yep.
Netflix?
It's one of them.
It's one of them. But yeah, I always had a lot of fun, so those were always big favorites of
Yeah,
mine.
I always loved game shows.
Hmm. So, Chris, go through your list again.
Okay, so at number 10 was Wheel of Fortune. Number 9, Jeopardy. Number 8, Lingo. Number 7, Family Feud. Number 6, Wild and Crazy Kids. Number 5, Double Dare. Number 4, Figure It Out. Number 3, Guts, Global Guts. One and the same. 2, Legends of the Hidden Temple. And number 1, The Great Nick Arcade.
Okay. And then for me, number 10 was Figure It Out. Number 9, Supermarket Sweep. Number 8, Guts. 7 is a Double Dare. What would you do? Same thing for me. 6, Jeopardy. 5, Wheel of Fortune. 4, MXC, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Number 3, Family Feud. Number 2, Nick Arcade. And number 1, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Now, Chris, from your list, is there a host who you feel was the best out of all of those?
The best
Mm-hmm.
out of all of those shows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, looks wise, it was Summer Sanders.
That's the way I go looks wise, really in terms of presentation and everything.
Presentation.
And who do you think was the most iconic?
I think the most iconic is Alex Trebek.
Okay.
Because everybody knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
His mustache.
Yeah.
I think he was the most iconic.
Mm-hmm.
The best presentation would probably be Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Summers is there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ryan Seacrest is okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's got to be Steve Harvey. He just has that charisma.
Yeah. Like I think the ones that stand out for me is, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Family Feud,
It's a stage
Dots,
act too.
Nick Arcade and Double Dare. Like I mean it's like Kirk Fogg is interchangeable.
Yeah, I think that
It's not really like for me it was more Olmec.
yeah,
That was what stood out.
anybody do Kirk Fox.
Yeah. No disrespect to Kirk
No, he
Fogg,
was great,
but
but
I liked how he talked and everything, but for me, Fillmore had a lot of charisma. I liked him, and just I
Fillmore,
was always
yes.
happy. Michael Malley, just great in
I
terms of
love Michael
sports.
Maley.
If we're talking sports game shows,
Michael Maley.
Michael Malley all day.
No, yeah,
And then, for me, it would have to be Alex Trebek or Steve Harvey. Mark Summers was, great as
yeah,
well.
he was fantastic.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
there's
know if I
just
could
some
do
of
a ranking. That'd be a little tough. I mean, Extrabeck for me would always be number one
yeah,
because he's just iconic, and it's just like because he did it on his own. Steve Harvey would be right after.
yeah,
Yeah, because Steve Harvey brought so much
yeah. Like I
grace.
said, Alex Trebek and Steve Harvey.
Hmm. All right, so that was our list of favorite game shows. If you guys have a favorite game show, feel free to tell us about it on our Facebook or on X. We'll be announcing when that comes up. That way you guys can talk about it. We'll have our new username and everything. I'll probably end up making it after this. That way I can tell you guys what it is, and we'll announce it on the Facebook. But of course, Nostalgia Nuts Podcast on Facebook, Nostalgia Nuts Podcast at Gmail. If you guys got any ideas for a future episode
Let us
or
know.
any input, let us know. Feel free to tell us what you think of the podcast, and we're more than happy to get that taken care of. There's a lot of fun stuff we got coming up in the future. We are going to be doing an interview with a local retro video game store, Pixel Vault. More in the works on that. And we will be talking about, just video games in general. Um, of course, Chris and I have talked about, we're in the mix of baseball season. Baseball season just started last month.
Yankees.
Go Yankees, exactly. So we'll be talking about favorite baseball movies somewhere down the line. Um, and then there are like other different things. Like, I mean, it's like we're almost in the finals of the NBA season. I mean, it would have been easy to kind of like just go through it and just be like, hey, let's just do an episode of Space Jam, but that'll have to be at another time. Maybe in the fall when basketball starts up again. And then, of course, we'll be doing favorite football stuff.
Yeah.
Football season starts probably in September or October. Um, but yeah, well, I'm happy to be back. Chris, are you happy to be
I'm
back?
happy to be back. We got to do this more often.
Yes, we do. And we will definitely be doing more stuff here on this Nostalgia Nuts podcast. So, again, I'm Lance.
I'm Chris.
And this is the Nostalgia Nuts podcast. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.